Should we announce the live now announcement or not necessary
Yes,
for this?
yes. Let's do. We're not
Okay,
live now.
so click up. You know, Chud, I
Yo, what's up? Yeah, how are you people? Good morning, good night, good afternoon, and welcome to another DEGA Town Hall. Today's an interesting one, but because there's a lot of things happening, so I want to cover them all. We're missing Richie. Richie's in the middle of it's in an airport trying to fly back to his home country after a very successful consensus visit in Austin. Lots of things to tell us about that, but we gotta wait for the guy. We gotta wait for him. So let's start with our topics. Let's start going on. It's gonna be a short town hall. I'm happy to see you all here. Remember, we're streaming live in TikTok. We're streaming live in Twitch and YouTube. But for all the people out there, come to the Discord. You're gonna see it scrolling in your screen down here. You're gonna see it down here. It's gonna be scrolling. Is dega.gg slash is discord.gg slash dega. Sorry, it's written down, so it won't be a problem. Okay, we're gonna start with our usual normal agenda, and then we're gonna tap into the future announcements and all the things that are coming. But let's talk about the last tournament. Last tournament for me was amazing. It was PUBG. You'll know it's my favorite fucking game in the world. So I have a lot of fun. I can read strategy, and it was really intense. I was really betting on Proximity's team this time because Proximity is a top player. But the Vu, the Infinity Vu guild, like the Tribu, just came on and swiped everyone up to a point that we were even suspecting cheats on the game because they were playing so good. We had to go back, review the gameplay, review the videos, review the profiles, see everything in order to make sure that they were not cheating. So we did that. It took us a while to announce the winners because we were doing the homework. Emil, Melandro, everyone's like on top of it because we have zero tolerance for cheats. And at the end, they took the prize home. So they're really good players. They're on point. So it was really exciting. It was like everything. It had hate, it had envy, it had drama, it had anger, it had frustration, but it had fun. It had excitement. It had everything a tournament is supposed to have. So I loved it, and I'm just gonna let Mr. Sadek, you know his voice. We love him, and he's gonna tell us who won, what they won, and anything else he wants to tell us. So what up, Sadek?
Hi guys. Hi, Victor. Glad to be here in this week town hall. First of all, PUBG is my least favorite game, by the way. Okay, it is. Sorry, man. Sorry, Victor. Okay, let's go to the main topic. I have to announce are the winners of the last tournament. It was a DEGA Wars. It is a tournament between our tribus, our guilds. We call them tribus. And each guild will have one or two teams, and they fight in let's say, in this game, it was a battle royale. Uh, um, what we call them, a battle royale, yes, and they fought against each other. It was epic one. I liked it, just like Fricton said. Let's announce the winners. I don't like the game, but the tournament was great. Okay, come on. Okay, let's go. The first one was, and first of all, the reward was 150 USDT, split between the top three, let's say, tribus. They were tribus, of course. The first one was Infinity Vogel with 75 ESDT. The second one was Milendro Fans Club with 45 ESDT, and the third was Catalab Kings with 30 ESDT. And since it is Diga Wars against Tribus against Tribus, the reward will go to the Tribus wallet, and the guild, I mean the Tribus, will decide how they will manage it. And also the top winner won the Diga Merchant NFT. It is an NFT that you can burn later to get in real life merchant, or you can trade it or anything like that. And also all won Discord experience, Zili, not Pro 3, it is Zili experience, and Dig Arcade Point. Dig Arcade Point, it is under underworld, may I say. And we will have more details about it later, but for now you can buy rings just like Gerson. Gerson bought 3 rings, Brickton. Yeah, I may
What?
I might
It's
add
like
the
the most
yeah the
powerful.
three rings. Yeah, I will add a special role for those who have the three rings. Of course. Okay. That is all I have for the winners. Sorry if I was speaking a lot or something like that. I believe that's it,
No.
Victor. Thank you for having me.
So congratulations to the winners. It's always fun to have tournaments. I'm gonna announce some changes on that end because right now there are changes happening as we move forward. The ISPO is getting closer, and there's a lot of things happening that I still can announce, and I hate it. And this Rabbit is not here, and Richie is not here to shut me up. So I'm gonna try to control myself from announcing things that I shouldn't, because as you know, like I get really excited and I start talking like crazy. But one of the changes is we gotta open up our community. We gotta widen up. You know, we were primarily in the first phase, we were a community of gamers, but now we're getting a lot of developers in that are creating games in our community and special partnerships with that. We're also getting a lot of investors and crypto investors that are coming in for the ISPO and major projects that we're partnering with for this phase. So we have to expand. We have to grow that part. So changes are happening, and I'm gonna just announce a couple of those. One is good is it's a big change for me because it's a change about the ambassador program. So as you know, the ambassador program was the birth of this whole community, and that's how we all met, and that's how we all connected. Right now, I think like pretty much all the team came from the ambassador program, but we've been in discussions because we're growing, more people are coming in, and getting ambassadors and not getting ambassadors and filtering it out. It should be automated and it should be like so manual because we get caught up with the dynamics. And also, the whole ISPO process is gamified. So it's not only the people that have money to put into staking, but it's also doing quests and acquiring. Like I can acquire, how do you say, perks or power ups and stuff like that, and I can partner with people that have the money, or I can battle and win tournaments and get sponsors. There's a lot of dynamics going on there. So the decision for us was to open the ambassador program to the whole community. We're gonna kill the ambassador program as we know it, but it's gonna be a quest. So everyone in the community can, depending on the quest and the path they choose of challenges, activities, and things and points and experience, they're gonna be getting stuff in NFTs and stuff like that, and those are gonna represent access and power and all this in this dynamic. This dynamic will be announced pretty soon. We're still working really hard on that, but what it means is anyone can become an ambassador, and it will be open, and you will get and gain things as you scale on the quest system. So as of from now, like ambassadors are gonna stop being called ambassadors, and in the next couple of weeks, we're gonna launch the new, how do you say, the new system, you know, for everyone to tap in, which I think is pretty interesting. It's pretty crazy. So it's kind of like I'm getting roles, but I get different powers. But it's kind of like you get granted a special sword or some potion and stuff like that, and everything represented in NFTs. But with that you get access to tools, with that you get rewards, with that you get power ups for the ISPO, better staking percentages and stuff like that. For that you get power ups for the batalla bot. So it's integrating the whole thing into one complete journey. So I think that's an amazing change. So it is kind of hardcore right now because we're really pushing it to release it really fast. But yes, ambassadors as we know it in that program is going to be just integrated with the whole journey. So it's going to be, you're going to see some changes in roles and stuff like that, but it's okay. So it's okay, and I think it's for the better, and I'm really excited seeing this quest that we're working is part of, like we're doing it with Emil is involved, Sadek is involved, Richie's involved, Michael's involved, I'm involved. We're creating this whole story. I think it's gonna be amazing on that end. And on the other side, that touches also tournaments, because tournaments were being where we were having tournaments weekly, and we were giving away $150 for the main tournament and $150 for the Dega Batalla bot for the main tournament. What's gonna happen is tournaments are gonna get bigger. And when I say bigger, it means bigger in rewards, bigger in partnerships, bigger in contestants, bigger in sponsors, but they're gonna happen only once a month. So we're gonna be paying close attention to what would be the games for each tournament, because it's in my head it's kind of like the Olympic Games, kind of like of gaming. So it's going to be an interesting format for everyone. You will be finding out a little bit more in the next town hall, but the rewards are going to be way bigger. So the stakes are way higher. So be ready and be prepared, because you're in your tribus will have to create teams and like have different teams for different games. So you're gonna have like I'm just gonna give example of games. It's not. It doesn't mean it's gonna be those, but you're gonna have to have a squad that represents you in Mobile Legends. You're gonna have to have a squad that represents you in PUBG or Free Fire. You're gonna have a squad that represents you. I'm just gonna make it up. FIFA. So you're gonna have to have multiple teams to represent you there, because their stakes are higher, and it's gonna be a tribu battle. By the way, it's not gonna be as open, so it will demand for you first to qualify, and second to belong to a tribu. So you will see an interesting change there, but the stakes will be way higher. Will be more exciting. You feel like you're fighting for life, and that's how we want it to feel. And we're bringing cool brands and sponsors on top of this one. So there are going to be some things on the side of just the normal prices, which are going to be higher, by the way. So in that way, I go to the last topic. This is a very short town hall today. It was consensus. Consensus for us was the opening of the ISPO. It was the first public facing. We had Richie there. We had the professor, and of course we got Metacan in consensus. They didn't stop meeting and having meetings with different kind of people. I'm gonna tell you, like, this is high end meetings with really, really, really crypto OGs, really high. How do you say net worth whales in the NFT world, and really cool partnerships with other gaming companies or gaming tournament companies and stuff like that. So we'll wait for Rich's report. He's died in the airport. He was gonna tell us he wanted to come here, but he cannot do it. So since this is a really short town hall today, I'm just gonna open it to questions and to a conversation. But if you're gonna ask a questions, you have to speak. Don't write it, just speak, please. And let's have an open conversation for that. So I don't know. You have any doubts? Any curiosity about anything? You like my freakathon graffiti? Whatever you want to say.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, brother. Hello,
I
man.
want to know what's Dr. Sadek's favorite game.
Which one is
Yeah,
it,
sure, man,
Sadek?
sure. It is Dark Souls 1. I will write it. Dark Souls 1. That is my favorite game. It has the best, what do we say, level design of all time. Yeah.
It's new.
Okay, I gotta play that.
It's
No, it's not
something
new.
new.
It's
You
really
can't,
old.
man. It is hard for you. No, that is a remaster, 2018 remaster.
See, it's
You
really
can't
old.
try the remaster. Bro. No, the level design in this game is you can't see it in any other game. That's it is
Okay, so
something
I
different.
know, I know you test a lot of games, bro. I know you test a lot of games, and you have like I've seen your reviews in Twitter about games. So, what do you think about Web3 games, and which games in the Web3 world you think is really worth? not because they play to earn. It's because they're good fucking games. Which ones do you think are
Yes,
really
yes,
good?
yes. Yes, I'm following Web3 games. The good thing about Web3 games, it is evolving very fast. Every day we see a great Web3 game. There are a lot of surprises, and this should not be a surprise because apparently development in Web3 will give you let's say fund easier. It is it became more accessible for the developer to anyway no, I don't have to speak about this. What I want to say, good games, that is this game, what do we call it, um this collectible game, what's this game, Elysium, yeah, Elysium. It is the only game I want to try it because of the art style. Elysium. That is the only game I am really interested in playing for now. Victon. It is not because I like the auto battle. In games, I don't have a genre. What I have is to try different experiences. That is why. And the good thing about Elysium is uh, it's a graphic. It is art style. The art style you can't even find it um, in even the traditional games. There is no game that looks like Elysium. That is the good thing about it. Other games, I'm not. I'm interested in Souls like we have Fabland and we have another one called Fatherland. And I do believe more and more great games we will see in Web3. As I said, funding, especially for the um, indie developers, I mean small developers, it's easier to develop Web3 games compared to get funded. I mean, yeah,
That
and
that's what that's
and
that. Yeah,
what that is
go
what
ahead. Go
that is
ahead.
what Victor. Yeah,
Mm-mm.
that is why that what explain we see a lot of great games in Web3. That is it, yeah, because it became more accessible, and it might be great to see open economy because it is something very very new, especially if the game is an MMORPG, the open world we used that.
And I
Uh,
think there's gonna be a leap there because what we're doing in DEGA is actually sorry, it's allowing developers to focus on the game side by giving
yes,
this all this technology that makes it easy on the blockchain and natural and it's kind of invisible for them. So I think
yes, yes.
that's gonna allow us to cross that thing that you're talking about. It's like we're gonna get the game developers focus on developing a game instead of developing their own blockchain,
Yes,
or
yes,
their
that is
own
a
that you know.
yes, yes, agreed. Well, this will make the work very, very easy, and will save a lot of time for the game developers. To
And and,
especially
and
with a great experienced team like ours, I do believe that our team is very experienced, and the infrastructure, the team development, the devs development will be very, very great. I have a lot of, like they say, I'm bullish.
yeah,
But
that's what got like and as a gamer, like the part of the like a render, which is like not let's just say is like a whole other level wallet where you're gonna own your assets and you're gonna exchange it. You're gonna have all these worlds of different games for you in your wallet. And the interesting thing is all these assets also communicate. So it's true ownership for that. And your games are also gonna live in there. And the best thing for me is like tournaments and all the dynamics of the ecosystem, or the whole DEGA realm and world are gonna live in there. So in it, the technology that is used is being created in a so simple way that it can even travel to a lot of different media. It doesn't have to live only in the PC world and all of that. It will go mobile, but it will go to whoever wants to install it in their consoles and everything is really strong. So for us, the gamers, is imagine your whole gaming world in one place where you can just manage everything and there's true ownership. You won't have to, let's say, like I play Fortnite and I play PUBG and I play all these things. If they decide to cancel your account, you lose everything. If you lose your password, you lose everything. So this is about, like, I bought this shirt and I own it. This is, I developed and created this tattoo and I own it and I can sell it. So it's for us, it represents our gaming world, in it with true ownership. And I love that. And I think that's gonna be the next step of Web3 gaming and gaming in general. So, and everything is empowered by AI tools. So you're gonna see some things coming out that are gonna blow your mind in the next few months. That are gonna blow besides the ISPO. So my invitation right now here to you all is let's get the world to know about this. It's not because I'm here and I'm part of the project. No, I'm telling you, it's because we want this shit. We need this shit to happen. It's like this is about empowering the most creative people around the world with the things we love. Is creating games, creating stories, creating as a whole, and playing it and experience it, and actually finding ways to make a living out of it. Why don't create, like right now with DEGA, you will be able to create your own tribu economy, like your own tribal economy. So it's kind of like, oh, the Calatrava kings, they have their own assets, they have their own dynamics, they have their own tournaments, they have their own everything in this universe. And they're making money and they're having fun and they're making a living and they're creating for the quest. So they're receiving NFTs and rewards. And then they come through the staking because they're powering up someone or they're getting sponsorships. And we all create a healthy ecosystem where all the ideas are welcome and with a very creative community, throwing shit out there where you don't have to wait to talk to Freak. Hey, Freak, I got an idea. Let's implement that. Like, do it, bro. Do it. You have your own space. You have your own channels. You have your tribu. Start creating an economy, because start creating economy business. Start creating your brand. Start creating your vision. I can help you out with that. I can help you out guiding you. I can help you out creating videos, or how to create a tribu, what connects the tribu, what helps you grow the tribu, what economy you can generate inside the tribu that will connect with DEGA Render and DEGA Studio dynamics, with everything we're creating for the future, and with the quest and the gamified system for the ISPO out from your tribu. So this is a great opportunity. This is hey, Rabbit, what's up, my friend? I was feeling lonely.
Sorry.
Don't worry. I know it's really early for you. It's like 6:30 in the morning or 5:30 in the morning.
No, it's actually 7:30. I slept in today. Sorry, everybody.
Don't worry. Don't worry. So my invitation is for you to start creating all those things, because guys, you're fortunate to be here. It's early. You're the first one. So you are part of the creation of all of this. This is kind of like, it's your chance, like Cross Guild. Dude, all those ideas you have, all those things you have in your mind for the Calatrava Kings that can even travel to the physical world, because I know Calatrava is this place on earth that is wonderful, and you'll meet in cafes and you'll meet in your house and you'll have these gatherings. Well, do Calatrava parties with DEGA in it. Invite people to know this project. It's like, make it yours. Make it yours, because the ones who are here, we're building this together. And this is not about some guys in the DEGA project. This is built with all of us together. And the best thing is, everyone in the system we're creating, and I was talking about it, Rabbit, just before, every action that compounds and adds value to the community you will get rewarded. So you're early. It's time. I'm talking about compound interest. So here's what I have in my head and how it's created and how it works. Everything you do today that benefits your tribe, that benefits the community, that benefits DEGA as a whole, will get you rewards, will get you value. So the whole idea is to create this place where we all give the best we can. We grow with the community and we thrive together. So just go and do it. Just go and create. You know, we're still waiting for the first 1,000 people tribu. Okay, you need help with that. You need ideas. You need to learn how to use ChatGPT, how to use AI to tap into creating content or branding advice. Dude, we got it. There's people in this community that are genius in that. You know, like, for example, designing wise and image wise, Melendro's the king, bro. And even though he has his own tribu, he will be able to help you with all. You know, he's not competing in that end. We're competing in the tournament. We're competing in the tournament. But in the communities, in the tribus, we're all working together. You know, we won't build a world and a realm if the tribus are battling each other in real life. That's what tournaments are for. It's like FIFA, bro. Colombia is not at war with Ecuador, but we go play the FIFA, and we're enemies in FIFA. But then the game is over. They won. We won. Congratulations. I cry for a day if Colombia lost. That's it. It's over. But as a community, we grow together. And right now, there's all our countries, all the regions in the world need help. All the regions in the world have been left behind. But we have an advantage. We're a highly creative country. We're a highly creative region because of a lot of things. We're connected to that creative source. And this project is the project that is focused on giving us the tools, the opportunity, the ideas, the knowledge, and the people to thrive on that end. So let's do it. Maybe we'll have tomorrow a game made by some people in the Ray or the Vu or the Calatrava or the Latinos or the Burma, you know? The games will come out of that. The community will have input. We will grow it together. We will play it first. We will promote it as a community, and we will all benefit. So I see Richie's here, also Rabbit. Richie, I hope you made it to the airport in time, bro. How are you?
Oh, all good, all good. I'm still here, waiting for my plane to catch the plane. But yeah, I'm here. As soon as I could, I connected. What you just said is beautiful. I love it.
Thanks, bro. Do you think there is some time to tell us about consensus? What was that? How was it? Are you still hungover? It's like
Yes, it's like
a small recap, bro.
Yeah. No, I'm kidding. Yes. Well, what we shared there, I think personally, I was super interested in Napster. For all people there that are a little bit old, Napster was like the first tool that allowed people to listen to music without having to buy it, like kind of Spotify today. Of course, with Spotify, you pay a subscription or there's a free way of doing it, but it was like the first time of doing peer-to-peer media where you could like start listening to music, share music with your people. And something that I loved about the founder of Napster, he said, we need to make Web3 not about commodities, but about communities. And he's making Napster about communities. He's like, okay, yeah, there are streaming services already, but people nowadays are going to go more for, sorry for the noisy background. There's like probably airport noises in the back. So Napster founder was saying, okay, Spotify is nice, but what really Web3 is about and what really Web3 can bring to the music industry here is the connection, how you can actually make a tribu, a tribe around an artist. Because if you love this artist, then you start going to, and now he said with AI, he's like, yeah, sure. For example, Grimes now is saying, just use my voice, use my ideas, and create AI-based music and I'll share 50% of the revenue or like something with you, right? Royalties. And he said, this is going to begin happen a lot more. And you're going to see tributes around an artist, and then the artist is online, then everybody will join around the artist, maybe start doing sessions together, mixes, AI remixes, stuff like that, like songs that maybe inspire the artist himself, and then he contributes back to the tribute, and it creates like this cohesion, right? This community around music that right now Spotify is not providing. So I'm pretty excited about that. Also, Marvel, the chairman of Marvel, had a very nice talk where he was explaining how he sees the future in Web3 and NFTs as collectibles, and how this is outside of Web3, like the crypto space. Now, a lot of people are going to start doing. Well, he's going to launch collectibles for like Marvel, like he talked about Iron Man, for example, and other superheroes collectibles. So you could have, he said, what I really like is he was talking about when he was collecting things from Marvel. And he said that the cool thing is that you have something to show to your friends. And this is about community again. It's like, hey, dude, you have to come and see the poster that I got of like Iron Man or Captain America or whatever is the hero or the comic book that you like. And he was like, hey, come and look at the action figurine that I have. Come and look at this. And people would join me in my home and would see the thing. And then we'll like hang out together and talk about it. And he said that it's going to be the same with the metaverse and NFTs. It's basically the next step into that evolution. So that was also pretty exciting. And in general, I think maybe we can give a recap with Omar or the professor later, because I know he was also having some meetings where I was not present. But I was a lot in the conference, like hearing talks. And the general feeling I have is that Web3 is going to explode this next year. Now it's going to get outside of the crypto space and it's going to be available for everybody. There's a lot of projects that are doing this, like Marvel, like Napster, and some other wallets that are starting to do easy ways, basically, for users to log in and to onboard Web3 projects. So it's going to be outside of the crypto space. It's going to be like for everybody now.
So, but everything I'm hearing, bro, is like we're on the right track. Like we're thinking the right
totally.
things, and the Napster guy read our blog. It's like he was
exactly.
reading our blog, bro. He was reading the same books.
I actually found him in the middle of the conference, like walking later. I was like, dude, awesome talk. I think we're reading the same things, and I put it this way, like, hey, take a look. You have a big community there supporting you. And he was like, okay, cool, thank you, dude. And I think it's like really cool to see some like a guy like that just walking around the conference, just like hanging there, and you could approach to him. I say, hey, thank you for what you're doing. You have a supporter here. I'm going to join Napster and start creating in the community. And he's talking about the same, like giving AI tools to music creators so they can create next to artists, and artists benefit from that. The community benefit from that. There was also some like tokenomics and game design talks that I went to that also are talking about the same things that we're talking here. So we are indeed on the right track.
And of course we are, because this is human nature, bro. We're not trying to create systems out of unnatural things. We're using the magic of humanity to deliver what we should have and what it must be. So deep in the philosophy is we're connected. We're doing this from the core of our souls. We're not doing this to create fake systems. And actually, that's how many of the things today that we have were created. It's out of magic and becomes technology and then becomes science, but it's not science per se. It's imagination and creativity that gives birth to that. And that energy comes from the source and tapping into our souls. So this is deep, and I'm not gonna go there in the philosophical way. But one of the things I liked about what you said is this guy was walking down the conference and you got to talk to him. But dude, there are no real stars. There are people we admire because they have chapters in their life that we think are cool and we want to follow, but they're still human. And seeing that human side of people, they still go to the restroom, the bathroom, they still eat, they still get sick, they still get all those things. but they're connected to something, to some quest, to some search, to some adventure beyond that drives them forward. And that's my invitation to all of you. And that's when I say the power of this community is within you. And I bet you we haven't even tapped into the 1% possibilities of what you can give and what you can create and who you can become. And this,
Yep.
Richie Stocking, this guy, he stopped there and talked to him. It's you. And there are people in this community, trust me, that you don't know anything about, that are huge in fucking life. Huge. But they're the same as everyone else. They're the same as us. You know? So it's being there, and it's going back and say, hey, we're creating this together. What can I give? Where can I go? Where do I want to grow? It's like I'll start giving what I have, and I'll start growing with the people that are in here. I just gonna put you an example. It's like we usually wait to get, oh no, I need to know more. No, I need to learn more. No, I need to earn more. To start giving. Bro, when I was in first grade, I could help the people in kindergarten or babies. When I was in 11th grade, I could help people in primary school or grade 1. You can always give because you've lived. There's I don't know how many people is here. Let's say it's 20 and the average age is 20. There's 400 years of existence and experience in here. 4 centuries of experience that we can share. If you share your 20, 30 years with me, you will be saving 30 years from my life of experience and knowledge. And that's how valuable you are. And everyone is. And that's the power of community, because that's exponential. So it's not 20 is the power of the network. No, it's 20 to the power of 20. It's 40 to the power of 40. So the more we are and the more we're willing to collaborate with each other, the more powerful we will be. And that's why we're doing what we're doing. Sorry, Richie, to interrupt you, but I needed to say that when you said, I think it's Sean Parker, the name of the guy.
Exactly. Yeah, that's his name. No interruption at all. I love your contribution, and this is what it's about. Like what you're saying, like right now, creativity is getting compounded. Like one person, like for example, I'm talking with Freak, doing a session like AI session and doing some like prompting to get some images, and he inspires me. And then I give him some ideas and I inspire him, and then he goes and shares these ideas with Milendro, and he creates something awesome. And then we share that with Raymond, and he writes a nice story about it. And this just compounds. We build on top of each other's work, and it's like this exciting moment where we are right now, where actually anybody could be. I remember like the times where people were like, like musician, or I don't know, a model, or an artist, a painter. It was difficult for them to get discovered, is what they called it, right? I got discovered, or that guy got discovered. Like a good musician, like I remember, for example, Justin Bieber is one of the first ones that got famous because of YouTube. Maybe that guy wouldn't have been famous if it wasn't for YouTube. And we are entering that stage for a lot of things, for gaming, for NFTs, for collectibles, for music, like all over again, because now we have like AI remixes, and we can have like playlists even that people share. Like, hey, listen to this share that, like this playlist that Richie created, and then I actually like to mix a little bit. And if I start learning more, then I could learn and become like a type of DJ and mix it with AI, and things are going to get super interesting and crazy. Anybody would be able to get discovered in that sense, right? Get famous, get viral. And I'm curious to see who is going to be the first viral influencer from DEGA.
Dude, and last night, you just remind me, last night it was Crosskill, Milendro, and me. It was like middle of the night for me. And we were in Runway's Discord, created with Gen 2. With the Gen 2, we were creating text to videos. And dude, that thing is amazing. Crosskill didn't speak, but if he would have thrown ideas, we would have been creating all those things together, because we're doing a video for you, bro, by the way. So we created this whole assets with AI video and images in the journey that are gonna be out. Milendro's working on it. It's a surprise, but it's gonna be a beautiful video. And we had a lot of fun, bro. Or like experimenting with that. It was just compounded, as you said. Exactly like that. Okay. So, okay. Richie, if you're talking, you're muted, bro. But you sound amazing when you. I know it's not a surprise anymore. So, guys, my invitation right now is
Sorry.
please.
I'm also having a breakfast. I'm eating a sandwich. So you stop talking as I was like getting a bite. So
okay, no, don't worry.
I totally agree. Creativity compounds even more so here at DEGA. This is the place where we can be creative, where we can share that. I also love this video. I'm going to share with you guys later. There's a TED Talk from YouTube's. I think there's a guy from YouTube that is an analyst that tried to search what makes a video viral. He was trying to find the science behind a viral video, which is something very difficult to maybe for an AI to do, because he said one of the things that makes a video go viral is it is unexpected, it is creative, it is something that you've never seen before, it's something that connects to you or with you, it's something that you want to share to other people because it talks about you in some way and you want other people to see it. So virality is very important nowadays. It's like I think the most important thing. Before we were in a world where big companies told us what to see, what to watch, what to listen, and now it's more about what other people tell us, what communities tell us. I follow groups of people, and not just like this one influencer, but also tribus, and that is why we are building tribus here. So an open invitation for everybody to continue creating and talk with Frick, who is like the creative master here, and help creating more ideas for like different tribus, creating video assets to share it around. I'm sure more people would join tribus when we start sharing also videos, and the main idea is to share what each tribu is about, and then more people will connect with that, to have our own culture, our own how do you call it, Frick? Our own, I forget the word. Every tribu has their own culture, their rituals also. Yes.
Oh yeah, the rituals. That's key. It's the story behind it, and then the rituals. But one thing I was gonna say on what you were saying previous is those viral videos didn't come from one guy closed in a basement creating this video for 1 year, trying to make it perfect. This is people that are creating every day and they're failing and learning and measuring and learning, but they're getting things out. You don't learn anything by keeping things in. You learn it when you share it. And the other important thing is it's always about giving. What is my audience looking for? What is my tribu needing? And how can I give it to them? Or what do I have that I can share that my tribu needs? And this reminds me, everyone talks about Steven Spielberg. I don't know if I'm too old, if you know who Steven Spielberg is, but he is one of, if not the greatest filmmaker of all times. And everyone's like, oh, he always fabricates success. That's a fucking lie. 5 of his films have been success, but he's done more than 100. Nobody talking about his failures, because those were stepping stones to the great movies he did. Now I go watching his bad movies and I enjoy them because it's Steven Spielberg. But they were failures. So you just remind an amazing creators, you will always remember an amazing creator because of their successes, but those successes are built from a lot of doing. Remember that. Doing, learning. So it won't be a failure if you learn from it. It's only a failure if you abandon the journey after that and don't learn shit from it. But if you learn from it, it's growth. And that growth will never be a failure. So my invitation here is do, create, serve. Just do it. There are better tools out there that allow you to create exponentially. So there's no, how do you say, there's no excusas. There's no excuses for that. Just do it. and let's grow together on that end, on that perspective. And what Richie is saying is like, yes, we're putting out tweets, we're letting the world know. My expectation is not a retweet. My expectation is you make it yours. It's like, oh, this is the announcements. This is what we're saying at DEGA. These are my thoughts. This is what I think it gives, why it gives me value. And I replicate it to my community because people might not be seeing that. You know, and you're all here, valuable members that are thinking every time you read a Twitter, you're like, oh, this is, okay, announcement about this. Oh my God, we're doing this? Say it. If you need help, use ChatGPT to create a response in Twitter, but make it your own response, because that way you're adding value on top of something someone creating, and that's compounding. Sorry, Rich.
No, sorry for interrupting. Yeah, I was thinking that's like, you know what? Maybe something that I've noticed with crypto communities and in general, like what is the thing that we're trying to change a behavior that people are used to. We are trying to enable people, to empower them to create. And a lot of people have been consumers so far. They're like, they join a community and they're like, okay, tell me what you are doing. And here is, no, tell me what we are doing, you know? Tell me what we're going to do, what we're going to work on. It is not about DEGA just per se by itself. It's about DEGA as a tribe. It's about everybody creating together. Not about just users coming and consuming and liking and retweeting. It's about them also participating and creating together with everybody, you know?
Yeah, and that's, dude, is the power of the tribu. And I like Sean Parker is saying it now, because now it's a big guy saying what we've been saying all along. This new world with AI and Web3 is about tribus. It's about tribal economies. And tribal economies only survive and thrive if everyone is putting the best value out there, because they're going to get the best value out of their community. There's not something like, it's not like giving for the sake of giving. It's given because you can. And also because it's the best tool to grow. And as I always say, our goal here is to achieve and to get to the biggest version of the biggest vision of ourselves. And if you tie that together in the thousands, we will become a massive force in the universe of change, for good, for creation, for thriving, for all of us, for our country, for our region, for the forgotten, for the left behind. Because we have that opportunity to make it happen. Let's fucking do it.
Fucking go. I love it.
Let's fucking go. I'm tired. Like, I was about to cry, bro. It's like, it gets me emotional, but it's the truth. So I'm happy you made it. I'm happy Rabbit made it. It was a lonely start, but I think we made the right announcements, people. We're growing. This is getting bigger, and that is lovely. The more souls that connect with this, the further we will go. So thank you for being here. Thank you, everyone. I will see you next week in the next town hall. So thank you very much. If anyone wants to say anything, do it with the beat.
Thank you for joining, everybody. See you next week.
Safe flight, bro. Take care.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, ciao, ciao. Bye-bye.